My dear seniors and friends in legal profession, good afternoon to you all. On this occasion, I would like to place my views before you on the alleged misdemeanor on the part of Supreme Court Bar Association President Adish Agarwala, who has misused his position as the President Supreme Court Bar Association and also misused the letterhead and got audacity to write a letter to the Honorable President of India to withhold the disclosure of the details of electoral bonds judgment, which is an historic judgment given by Honorable Supreme Court of India, and he has written a letter to withhold this verdict by seeking presidential reference, as if the entire Bar Association, Supreme Court Bar Association, or he claimed that he is the President of All India Bar Association, and as if he is representing the entire legal fraternity, he has written that letter. And this writing of letter is nothing but a brazen interference into the functioning and independent authority of the Honorable Supreme Court of India, which is the custodian of the Indian Constitution. Bar Association is meant for looking after the welfare of the legal fraternity who are the members of the respective bar associations. So also the bar councils, whether it is State Bar Council or National Bar Council of India. Basically, these associations, and more importantly, we, the members of legal fraternity, being the elite section of the society and having the responsibility of protecting the individual freedom, personal liberty, fundamental rights of the citizens by making use of our knowledge, our experience in law, and protect the constitutional mandate and democratic spirit. Being the social engineers, this is the basic responsibility of advocates community. And we elect the office bearers for a particular period, say for 1 year period. Mostly in all bar associations, we get executive bodies for 1 year, right from lower level to Supreme Court level. And whereas for bar councils, we elect 5 years body because it's a statutory body governed by the Act. And we bar associations have got our own bylaws to govern the affairs of the bar associations. As an individual advocate, as an individual, we have got a right to join any party, any political movement, any social movement, any organization, and defend them in individual capacity. But when you are an office bearer of the bar association, say whether it's a president or general secretary or secretary or for that matter, an executive committee member, when you are speaking in your official capacity as a representative of the bar association or the statutory body like bar councils, a member, president or secretary, whoever may be, the office bearers, you must behave in a dignified manner and you must represent only the collective views of the bar members before the public. And here, the Supreme Court Bar Association President, in his entire 7-page letter, which is printed on the letterhead called All India Bar Association, but inter alia, his designation is mentioned as the President of Supreme Court Bar Association. And that means he meant to convey that the entire Bar Association or SCBA or All India Bar Association for that matter, is of the view that President should interfere and withhold the Supreme Court verdict in electoral bonds disclosure case. What an audacity he has got. Has he placed this matter before the Executive Committee? Was there any deliberation or discussion or debate within the Executive Committee members? Or you would have called an extraordinary general body meeting of Supreme Court Bar Association, and it is not the first time that he is committing this kind of grave irregularity to please his masters. Even earlier also in case of farmers' protest, he has directly addressed a letter to the Supreme Court to restrain the protesting farmers, and that is the way he has misused of even then also. According to my knowledge, the Supreme Court Bar Association Executive Committee condemned his attitude and conduct as he misused his position as the President of Supreme Court Bar Association. And even today also, again the Supreme Court Bar Association Executive Committee unanimously condemned his attitude and distanced itself from his views, which are purely personal, political, and to please his political masters. So I appreciate and I applaud, I appreciate and I salute the Supreme Court Bar Association Executive Committee members who came out and passed a resolution, unanimous resolution, condemning his attitude and taking his position as Supreme Court Bar Association President and giving writing such a 7-page letter, and it is not out of place to mention the resolution, and I would like to read for your convenience. The entire 7-page letter, having been printed on the letterhead of All India Bar Association, appears to have been written by Dr. Adish C. Agarwala in his capacity as the chairman of All India Bar Association. However, it is noticed that below his signature on the said letter, he has inter alia mentioned his designation as the President of Supreme Court Bar Association. Therefore, it has become expedient for the Executive Committee of the Supreme Court Bar Association to make it abundantly clear that the members of the Executive Committee have neither authorized the President to write any such letter, nor do they subscribe to his views as expressed therein. The Executive Committee of the Supreme Court Bar Association further views that this act, as well as the contents therein, as an attempt to overreach and undermine the authority of the Supreme Court of India, and unequivocally condemn the same. So this is the resolution passed by the Supreme Court Bar Association, and it is an eye-opener to all the bar associations and also to the bar councils spread out throughout India, state bar councils and also Bar Council of India. I have seen occasions where even Bar Council of India office bearers also came out in support of a particular political dispensation and a particular point of view, and that is not correct. That is not. As office bearers, we are supposed to represent the collective views of the Bar Association members, the legal fraternity. So it is high time, and it is the high time. In fact, he has got any respect, any self-respect. This Agarwala should resign his post immediately. He must step down from the post of the Supreme Court Bar Association President, as the entire Executive Committee has expressed a lack of confidence in him. And in fact, earlier also, almost more than 150 members of Supreme Court Bar Association have demanded convening of special general body meeting to take disciplinary action against him, to discipline him, to discipline him and to correct his mistake. And then it should be a lesson for all the bar associations, right from magistrate court level to Supreme Court level, that we must elect only such people as office bearers of our respective bar association, that those who can represent the collective will of the bar members, the collective interest of the bar members, who work for the collective welfare of the bar members, and not to use that position for their personal gain and for expressing for their personal views in their individual capacity by misusing the letterhead and also by misusing the position. And therefore, I once again urge the Sri Agarwal, it is high time for him to realize his mistake and honorably give up his post, honorably step down as a Supreme Court Bar Association President, and enable other people. Already I I am informed that there is a election schedule also is given, and in the April the elections are also going to be conducted. So in the meantime, you must step down, and other competent person who can enjoy the collective confidence of all the members be taken his place. And so also it is an eye opener to all the other bar associations throughout the country, that this kind of people should not be allowed to be elected by misusing, who misuse their office for their personal aggrandizement. And I think all bar associations will also accept and will also join with me in condemning this kind of attitude of misusing the position as a president or any other office bearer of the bar association, and see that the bar associations are there only to protect the rights of the members and also to protect the democracy and the constitution, and for which we should all strive together, collectively strive together. Thank you very much.